Now it's time for us to get together and enjoy the lovely words and phrases of the English language with you every week, live from 2, with lots of fun and all the words and phrases of the English language. Join with Mr. Duncan on the live chat and together learn the words and phrases of the English language. Join together and have fun. Listen and learn, it really can be done. Your learning journey has just begun. Join with Mr. Duncan on the live chat and together learn the words and phrases of the English language. Join together and have fun.
Here we are together on this rather unusual day. First of all, I know it is Friday. Don't worry. There is nothing wrong with your calendar. And we are back together again, English Addict, on a beautiful autumn day. Live from the birthplace of the English language. You know where it is. I know where it is. It is a special day today. We are coming to you live from England.
Join with Mr. Duncan on the live chat. Learn together and have fun.
Fun. It is fun. Here we are then, back together again. Hi everybody, this is Mr. Duncan in England. That's me, by the way. How are you today? Are you okay? I hope so. Are you feeling happy? Do you have one of these on your face at the moment? I hope you do. I hope there is one of these right now. It is a happy day. First of all, it's Friday, of course. Normally, I'm not with you on Friday, but today is no ordinary Friday. It is a special Friday because we are celebrating Halloween. It is Halloween today, the day when all of the ghosts and the ghouls come out to play. Lots of children go around the streets knocking on the doors and saying trick or treat. We will talk a little bit later on about that. Or should I say, Mr. Steve and myself will be talking about it a little bit later on today's live stream. Yes, we are back together again. My name is Duncan, for those wondering who I am. I talk about the English language. I've been doing this for a very long time. Which brings me on to the next subject today. We are here today because it is an anniversary. The anniversary is the thing you are watching right now. We are here live together to celebrate the anniversary of my YouTube channel because today we all say happy birthday to this, the thing you are watching right now. 19 years. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. If I was honest with you, I can't believe I've been here doing this on YouTube for 19 years. Honestly, I can't believe it. I find it really difficult to actually comprehend, understand the fact that I've been doing this for 19 years. Way back in 2006 is when it all started. It is the date when I first came on and did this way back in 2006. And that is what we are celebrating today. My 19th year here on YouTube.
Hi everybody, this is Mr. Duncan in England. How are you today? Are you okay? I hope so. Are you happy? I hope so.
"19 years on YouTube. Oh my goodness. I can't believe it. I really can't. It was on this date way back in 2006 when I started doing this whilst living in China. So not only was I beginning this epic adventure on YouTube, I was also still teaching English in China as well. So a lot of things were going on this date in 2006. And here I am still doing it today. We are still together enjoying the words and phrases of the English language. Of course, I started my live streams in 2016. But I started making my English teaching videos. I created the YouTube channel that you are watching now way back in 2006. YouTube was still a young, up-and-coming website. I will be honest with you. It was a very strange period of time because lots of things were going on in my life. I was looking for something else to do during my time in China besides teaching English in real life. I decided to try and teach English on a new thing that I just discovered called YouTube. And way back in 2006, YouTube was still a young website. It had only been going for a few months when I came on and started doing my English lessons. And of course, I was the first English teacher. The thing you are looking at now was the first on YouTube way back in 2006. I can't believe it, and I'm sure you can't believe it as well. I wonder who is joining me today. Who is joining me today on my rather unusual live stream? In first place, oh, very interesting. Today in first place we have Beatrice. Congratulations. Well done, Beatrice. And I'm just wondering whether you are still in the mountains. Are you still in the mountains? Please let me know. In second place, he is here helping us all celebrate the anniversary of the creation, I suppose you would call it, the inception, the beginning of it all, or even the conception of this whole thing you are looking at now. Of course, inception is a completely different thing altogether, even though sometimes I do feel as if I am in the movie of the same name. We have Luis Mendez is here today. Hello, Luis. Thank you very much for joining me on my live chat today. I'm wondering, now this is a question for everyone. When did you start watching my English lessons? So I know I have a lot of new viewers watching, but what about those who have been watching for a long time? How long have you been watching this for? A couple of years? 5 years? Maybe 10 years? I know some of you have been watching my YouTube channel for a very long time. So a quick question. When did you start watching my YouTube videos? Can I say hello, Flower? Also, Tanuti is here as well. We have Aziz. Hello, Aziz. Aziz, nice to see you here as well. Irene is here. Palmyra is here. Also, Dorothy. Hello, Dorothy. Happy 19th anniversary on YouTube. Thank you very much, Dorothy, for your special message on the live chat. But also, I noticed just before I started my live stream today, I noticed you had sent me a lovely message and a donation as well. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Not a lot of people realise, some people do realise, some don't, that I do this for free. I don't charge for this. And for the past 19 years, I've been doing this free of charge. No charge whatsoever. So I always appreciate donations, anything to help this carry on working, because I spend most of my time, a large portion of my life. In fact, I can safely say I have now spent 1/3 of my whole life on YouTube. I'm wondering how many people can say that. I don't know. And I wonder how many people are still here on YouTube who have been here on YouTube since 2006. I would imagine not many people have been here on YouTube for 19 years. So maybe that is worth mentioning as well. Can I say hello to M. Darani? Hello, M. Darani. Today I attend your first class. Welcome to my lovely YouTube channel. Not only myself, but also there are many people around the world watching as well. It is a big family. I often ask myself, what is the most important thing about my YouTube channel? And I always say the same thing in reply. You are the most important thing on my YouTube channel. Can I also say hello to Paolo? Hello, Paolo. Nice to see you here as well. Vishay, a red car as well. Hello to you. Thank you very much. Also, Majo Nino. I don't recognise your name. Where are you watching at the moment? So for those wondering, today I'm here celebrating one or two things. In fact, it is not only my anniversary today of my YouTube channel, it is also something else as well. It is Halloween. I thought as a special treat, we would go back, way back to 2017, when Mr. Steve and myself were talking all about Halloween. And you might also notice something rather different about us. So look carefully and see if you can tell what the differences are.
Halloween is all about being scary. It's about the afterlife.
Is it?
Not, Mr. Duncan?
Is Halloween about the afterlife?
Well, it's sort of got its sort of roots in that.
I thought it was all about kids just being very annoying, knocking on your door and trying to bribe you out of giving sweets to them.
Yes, but the whole tradition of it goes back hundreds of years to the Middle Ages. Is it time? Do we want to talk about the history of Halloween now?
We might as well.
Oh, right.
Well, we're here, aren't we?
We're here.
We're here. We might as well do it.
We're dressed up. We've gone to a lot of effort. And Mr. Duncan wasn't lying when he said it's taken him 3 days to put all this together. It has. He's been working very hard to make this look scary for Halloween. Of course, not everybody celebrates Halloween. It's more of a sort of a Western sort of tradition. America, England, but of course more countries in the world are doing it now. And from what I understand, Mr. Duncan, I'm sure you've got a lot more knowledge about this than me, that the history dates back hundreds and hundreds of years, back to the dark Middle Ages in the UK, and it's all about what this fascination that we all have, human beings have, of what happens after we die. Yes, is there an afterlife, and if so, what goes on there? And Halloween is really about sort of saying prayers for the dead. I think that's where it originally comes from.
That is. It was actually a pagan ritual. So this predates things like Christianity being introduced to this country. So it goes back many, yes, you're right, hundreds of years. And over the years, Halloween has become something different. So originally it was called All Hallows Eve, which was the period of time leading up to all of the spirits and the ghosts walking around.
Did it get colder in here, or is it just me?
I think it might be you, Mr. Steve. So there it was. For those wondering why we do Halloween, that hopefully answers the question.
Join with Mr. Duncan on the live chat. Learn together and have fun.
We are having fun today because we are celebrating the 19th year of me being here on YouTube. Also, it's Halloween. By the way, underneath this video there is a link to a long video where I explain everything about Halloween. A lot of people wonder, why do you do it? What is Halloween? Well, underneath this video there is a link to a very nice lesson that I made explaining everything about the unusual festival of Halloween. It is something that more and more people are observing or celebrating, especially for the children, which might be surprising really, because most people, when they think of Halloween, they think of scary things. So it does seem strange that Halloween is mainly associated with horrible things and children. Although, when you think about it, those things do seem connected in certain ways. That is all I am saying. I asked a question. When did you first start watching? Lewis says 2013 was when I started watching you. That itself is a long time, a very long time ago. So, Lewis, you started watching this before I began my live streams. That was a very long time indeed. M. Darani says, Mr. Duncan, I asked Chat GPT to give me a good channel to improve my English knowledge. And the artificial intelligence recommended you, Mr. Duncan. What can I say? I can't disagree. I would say that artificial intelligence is correct. It doesn't happen very often, but sometimes it does get things right. Not always. Sometimes it does. Aziz. Hello, Aziz. 2014 was when I started watching you. Beatrice began watching my YouTube lessons in 2018, a little later, but still a long time ago. It is very nice to see so many people here joining me. I know it is a strange time for me to be on Friday, but I couldn't resist. And of course, don't forget, I am always here on Sunday. So every Sunday I am here with you from 2 p.m. UK time. Every Sunday. Don't miss it. So I'm looking at a few things today, connected mainly to this. Would you like to see a photograph of me way back in 2006? No, this is 16 years ago. I beg your pardon. This is 16 years ago. Look at this. Who is that handsome young man? So that is me way back in, I think this must have been around 2007. So around about 18 years ago. And you can see I looked very young there. A lot of people say, Mr. Duncan, we have noticed that you look a little older these days. And of course, way back then, the technology that I used was very simple. And there you can see now on the screen, there I am using the only piece of technology I had other than my camera. And that is my little laptop. And that laptop came back from China with me. And that was the laptop that I used for editing all of my very early lessons. And you can see there, I am actually doing some editing on the video right there. So if you look carefully, you might be able to see myself and also Mr. Lomax as well, way back. And I think this must be way back in 2007. So a very long time ago, indeed. Lots of things were going on way back then. After returning back from China, I decided to carry on teaching English here on YouTube. And I suppose that is how it all started. That is how this came to be. My video lessons, and then later on, my live streams. All the technology that is around at the moment. I always try to use it because let's face it, there is a lot of technology around. And another thing I have to mention is quite often you always have to learn something new. There is always something new coming along and you have to keep up to date with all of the changes and the developments in technology. And sometimes it can be very tiring, to be honest, especially at the moment because we do have a lot of new things happening with artificial intelligence. AI is everywhere at the moment. However, there is one thing that AI cannot do, and that is this. It can't do a live stream. I know that I'm here right now, a real human being standing here on the screen talking to you, and I have to say, there is no substitute for the human being. So however complicated, however intelligent machines become in the future, you cannot replace the spirit of the human being. That is one thing that machines will never be able to reproduce. Claudia is here. Hello, Claudia. I am very happy to see you here today joining the live stream. Of course, there is a question that I have to ask. I am now wondering, Claudia, what are you cooking today?
What's cooking, Claudia? What have you got in your pot? What's cooking, Claudia? Is it something spicy and hot? Is it something salty or not? Oh, Claudia, what is in your pot?
Claudia, what is cooking in your pot today? Please let us know.
Join with Mr. Duncan on the live chat. Learn together and have fun.
The live chat is here today. It's also Halloween, for those wondering. Mr. Duncan, are you celebrating Halloween in any way? Well, yes and no. I am celebrating it today on the live chat because I'm sure a lot of people want to know what Halloween is all about. Well, guess what? There is a lovely video underneath my live stream that tells you all about Halloween, and of course I do it in my own unique way. It is raining at the moment outside. It is really raining heavily. Would you like to have a look at the rain? My goodness. So there is the view outside the window right now. We had beautiful autumn weather this morning, but now unfortunately we are having some late October showers, unfortunately. Oh, I suppose I should also mention that tomorrow is the 1st of November. We are heading into November tomorrow, which of course means a lot of people will now begin talking all about a certain time of year that many people of all ages get excited about. Of course, I'm talking about Christmas. That is on its way. I'm often asked, Mr. Duncan, are there any lessons that you really enjoyed making? Well, yes, there are. I'm going to show one of them right now. So this is something that I made, it must be way back in 2013. And it is an excerpt from one of my full English lessons.
Can you see what I'm doing here? I'm hanging out some washing. This is one of my weekly chores that I have to do. It must be done regularly. To be honest, I do not enjoy doing chores. They are such a chore. We often use the word chore to describe an unpleasant or laborious task. Something we despise or dislike doing can be described as a chore. There are many different types of chore that must be done. Washing the dishes. I hate having to wash the dishes. Mowing the lawn. I hate having to mow the lawn. Putting out the rubbish. I hate having to put out the rubbish. vacuuming the carpet. I hate having to vacuum the carpet. But for me, the worst chore of all has to be ironing my clothes. I cannot begin to tell you just how much I despise ironing, especially when there are so many clothes that need ironing. Yes, I'm pretty sure that my least favourite chore has got to be doing the ironing. Do you enjoy doing chores? Which chores do you hate doing the most?
One of my full English lessons that I made many years ago, and all of them are still available on my YouTube channel. For those who are wondering what that was, I have made many English lessons over the years. I will be honest with you, on all sorts of subjects, many different topics, and guess what? They are all available on my YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed, then all I can say is please subscribe, give me a little subscription, and then you will never miss anything ever again on my YouTube channel. There is no reason why you should not be subscribing and following, and please give me a lovely like as well to show you care. That would be very nice indeed. English Addict is with you today. It is an unusual one because I am looking at my own lessons. I'm looking at my YouTube channel because it is the anniversary today of everything starting way back in 2006. Vitas is here. Hello Vitas, it is nice to see you back as well. I know it's unusual to be here on Friday. I'm just listening to the rain. The rain is coming down very heavily at the moment. I don't know what is going on outside, to be honest, because it does appear that we are getting a lot of rain at the moment. So as I mentioned a few moments ago, my anniversary on YouTube is today. 19 years ago is when all this started.
Hi everybody, this is Mr. Duncan in England. How are you today? Are you okay? I hope so. Are you happy? I hope so.
"19 years ago, this all started." Was it a good idea? I'm still trying to work out the answer to that question.
Join with Mr. Duncan on the live chat. Learn together and have fun.
One of the things that you may have noticed over the years is the fact that I love filming. I've always been interested in photography and videography. Something I started doing whilst in China was filming some of the local areas in which I was living in China. And of course, after I returned back to the UK, I continued doing that as well. I was able over the years to film lots of things, and also I was able to update my cameras over the years as well, which I have to say is something that became, well, I would say it became a hobby of mine. So not only teaching English, not only using YouTube, but also it gave me a chance to have a little bit of fun filming things as well, making things as part of my lessons, and also just generally having fun. One of the many things that I recorded during my time here on YouTube. And there it is, the view outside right now, from things recorded to something live happening right now. It is raining at the moment, by the way. I almost did my live stream outside today. But as you can see, there is absolutely no chance of that happening today because the rain is coming down very heavily. Unfortunately, I am here with you, but not outside. I decided not to do it. Here we go, English Addict. It is 19 years. 19 years ago. I really can't believe it. I can't believe I've been doing this for 19 years. I woke up this morning and the first thing I thought was, oh my goodness. Not only have I been doing it for 19 years, but also next year it will be 20 years. So 1 year from today, we will be talking about our 20th anniversary together. I can't believe it. I still can't. One of the things I notice about anniversaries, especially these days, is every time an anniversary comes along, you are reminded of how old you are, especially with families, because lots of families, of course, they normally have children, and then their children grow up, and then they have children. And each time that happens, you feel a little bit older. Now, I have grandchildren who are, believe it or not, in their 30s. I have grandchildren in their 30s. And I know now there is no way of escaping the fact that I am older just because of the ages of my grandchildren. No, not my when I say grandchildren, by the way, not my direct grandchildren, but my sister's children. And even my sister's children are having children. Does that make me a great grandfather? I can't believe it. I really can't. Marcia is here. Let's have a super duper rendezvous next year, Mr. Duncan, shall we? Well, I have to say, it is a very good idea. It is early at the moment. It's a little bit too early to decide what to do for 2026. I'm still recovering, to be honest with you, from 2025, to be honest, if I was completely 100% honest with you. Talking of rendezvous, here is a photograph that I often look at to remind me of the reason why I do this. Would you like to see the photograph? Look at that. Now on that photo you can see Sandra, also Claudia, also Beatrice, and Marcia. Yes, for those wondering, they are some of my lovely YouTube viewers. Not only do the rendezvous take place without me, sometimes I am also there as well. We had the most wonderful time this year meeting up in Paris. We had the Paris rendezvous this year. Last year we met up in Rome. We had our Rome rendezvous last year. Next year, I have no idea what is going to happen next year, if I was honest with you. At the moment, I have no idea of what we will be doing next year. All I can say is keep watching, keep listening, because I'm pretty sure something big will be happening in 2026. There is no denying the fact that as your brothers and sisters have their own children, and then their children have their own children, you do start to feel a little bit old. I will be honest with you. Not that there's anything wrong with that, of course. It is a wonderful feeling, I'm sure. So I've heard. Can I say hello to Marcia? Yes, a very good suggestion, Marcia, about having a meetup. I think it is a good idea. Thank you also to Mikey. Hello, Mikey, who asks, Mr. Duncan, can you speak Chinese. I will be honest with you, I was able to learn, during my time in China, I was able to learn what I call survival Chinese, which allowed me to do my everyday things. So I could go to the shops, I could ask for things, I could ask how much something was. Dorqian, Dorxiaotian, Dorqian, how much? And I was able to understand the response as well. So I had to learn those things very quickly. How to get around, how to ask for things, how to pay my bills. All of those things I had to learn about. So I did learn what I call survival Chinese. It allowed me to live my life. I hope that answers your question. Mr. Duncan, you are a young man. Thank you, Lewis. That's very kind of you to say. Sometimes I feel old, sometimes I feel young. I'm at the age where when I wake up in the morning, I'm never sure what my body is going to do. Sometimes I wake up in the morning and I feel great. I jump out of bed. Other mornings, not so. Sometimes I find that I get a little ache in my arm or a pain in my back. It's a little bit like the lottery. When you play the lottery, you wake up in the morning and you wonder, which part of my body is going to hurt today? And quite often, I get it wrong completely. Hello, Mikey, who has been watching since 2016. I feel that many people started watching me in around about 2010, 2011 onwards. So I don't think there are many people watching now who started watching me in 2006 or 2007 after I returned to England. So I don't know. I really don't know. Yes, Mr. Duncan, like everyone else. It is interesting, though. I think it makes life quite fun when you wake up in the morning and you're not sure which part of your body is going to go a little astray, let's just say. There are certain things that you want to work, certain parts of your body that you need to function. So as long as those keep working, I promise I will not complain. Definitely not. Over the years, I've made many lessons, and I thought today I would share an excerpt from one of my most popular lessons, a lesson that a lot of people respond to. And this is a lesson I made many years ago. I think this was over, it must be 12, 13, maybe even 14 years ago. I talked all about the differences between British English and American English. So I thought I would share a few minutes of this particular lesson. Because once again, it is one of my favourite lessons. It's one that I enjoyed making, and it's one that you also enjoy watching.
Hi everybody, this is Mr. Duncan in England. How are you today? Are you okay? I hope so. Are you happy? I hope so. In today's lesson, we will look at one of the most varying parts of the English language, which seems to cause a great deal of confusion for those who are in the process of learning it. Today, we will look at the differences between British and American English. When we say British English, what we are actually referring to is the way in which English is spoken in the United Kingdom. This includes Wales, Scotland and Northern Ireland, where English is spoken widely. For some people, the term British English is a misleading one, but the fact remains that this terminology is the usual one when it comes to describing the way in which English is spoken here in the UK. These days, the term Standard English is slowly being used less and less, mainly due to the realisation that there is no real standard way of speaking English. The basic academic rules of English tend to be the same, wherever in the world it is being used. It is a common question, and one which is often posed to me. What are the differences between the way English is spoken here in England and the way it is used in the USA? Well, this is not an easy question to answer quickly. It would be better to break the differences down into sections. Differences between nouns. Differences between spelling and grammar. Differences between pronunciation. When it comes to word usage, there are quite a large number of words which differ between British and American English. Now we will take a look at some of these words. This list is not exhaustive, but many of the words here are in common use. General words: flat, apartment, building, block, pavement, sidewalk, road, route, motorway, freeway, junction, fork, roundabout, traffic circle, phone box, phone booth. These days, payphone is used in both British and American English. Film, movie, headmaster, principal, caretaker, janitor, photo, snapshot, public school, private school, state school, public school, marks, grades, term, semester. When it comes to actually speaking English, then the slight differences between British and American English become more obvious. American English tends to put more emphasis on the consonant sounds, especially the letter R. This is very apparent in words beginning with R, such as red,
Red.
really,
Really.
Robert,
Robert.
and rich.
Rich.
Vowel sounds, such as those made by the letter A, are also emphasised. The letter T is a good one to look closely at. Occasionally in American English, the T sound is not pronounced the same as it is in British English. For example, letter,
Letter.
better,
Better.
bottle,
Bottle.
throttle,
Throttle.
metal.
Medal.
More general words: tap, faucet, power socket, power outlet, power cut, outage, tin, can, shopping trolley, shopping cart, shop, store, food shop, grocery store, corner shop, convenience store, sellotape, scotch tape, Tipex, whiteout, settee, sofa, couch, holiday, vacation, maths, math, iced lolly, popsicle, crisps, potato chips, sweets, candy, candy floss, cotton candy, cash point, ATM, till, cash register, estate agent, realtor. There are many ways of finding out the differences between American and British English. Most English dictionaries now point out these variations within their word definition listings, normally with the alternative spelling being placed next to whichever word is being defined. Parts of a car or an automobile: bonnet, hood, boot, trunk, petrol, gas, windscreen, windshield, number plate, license plate, gear lever, gear shift, exhaust pipe, tailpipe, lorry, truck, fire engine, fire truck, caravan, trailer, police car, patrol car, estate car, station wagon, car park, parking lot, car journey, road trip, overtake, pass. Clothing: trousers, pants, slacks, pants, underwear, shorts, jockey shorts, pumps, plimsolls, gym shoes, trainers, sneakers, polo neck jumper, turtleneck sweater, dressing gown, bathrobe, Wellington boots, galoshes, jumper, pullover, sweater, nappy, diaper, waistcoat, vest.
And there it was, an excerpt from one of my many English lessons. In that particular lesson, I was talking all about the differences between British and American English. And the reason why I'm doing this today is because this day is a special day. It is the anniversary of my YouTube channel being created way back in 2006. Yes, my YouTube channel is 19 years old today.
Hi everybody, this is Mr. Duncan in England. How are you today? Are you okay? I hope so. Are you happy? I hope so.
And that, as they say, is that for today. I hope you've enjoyed today's live stream. Something different today. I couldn't resist coming on and doing something special with you. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Friday, whatever you are doing at the moment. Here in England, it is raining. It has been raining since the beginning of my live stream. I'm not sure if there is any connection between those two events. I hope not. Thank you very much for your company today. I am back with you, of course, back to normal on Sunday. from 2 p.m. UK time. I hope you will join me for that. I am with you live every Sunday from 2 p.m. UK time with this particular thing, which just happens to be English Addict, from the birthplace of the English language. Thank you very much for watching. It's been lovely spending some time with you on this Friday. I am back with you on Sunday. Until then, enjoy the rest of your day. Have a super duper time. Have a good weekend as well. And I hope to see you on Sunday, 2 p.m. UK time is when I'm here with you. And of course, until the next time we meet, you know what's coming next. Yes, you do. Enjoy the rest of your day. Maybe you are going out later to scare your neighbours because it is Halloween. And of course, look, I have my scary gingerbread man to eat later on as well. Ta-ta for now. Thank you very much for joining me today.
Join with Mr. Duncan on the live chat. Learn together and have fun. Say goodbye to Duncan and all the lovely words and phrases of the English language. Join with Mr. Duncan on the live chat and discover all the words and phrases of the English language. Learn together and have fun. Join with Mr. Duncan on the live chat.